So we're kicking it with the commander today. Dr. Glidden's out on he's taking a well-needed rest. So I'm excited to sit in for him. Hey, I just wanted to bring up something. Hang on one second here. That in Bolivia, McDonald's is gone, right? Yep. They have kicked McDonald's out of Bolivia because the South American people are not having a good time or being comfortable with them cooking food in record-breaking time. So they don't like the quick and easy mass production of food. So McDonald's had been apparently operating in the red for the last 10 years. Finally, they said, you know, no more. They're moving along. There's a great book out there. It's called Chew on This by Schlosser is his last name, Schlosser. It's called Chew on This. And you can read about how the fast food market came to be. And it was a very interesting read. It was recommended to me by like an 11 or 12-year-old kid at the time. And hats off to Connor for giving me that book. So one of the things I recommend when we're recovering people's health because they have such a hard time is that you should make all the drive-thrus drive by. So that's just a little bit of an update from what's going on in the world. And don't forget, yes, that Europe has banned all GMO foods, which was another great victory in that process because we know GMO foods, they get down into our cellular makeup and are nothing but trouble. So when you're trying to decide about your food, get organic, non-GMO as much as you can. Make it as fresh as possible. And stay away from processed food. So we were talking to Harry in the previous hour on Fire MD Now. And Harry, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's keep going what we were talking about. So what was the greatest thing that's on your heart today? How can we help you best?
The question to you is this. Everybody's telling me just give the medicines a try. And I'm saying, let me get rid of the supplements from longevity. My question to you is, are those, from what you understand, are any of those things, the Sweeties, Smart FX, Youth Complex, the supplement, the Kingsley Tangerine, anything in that regimen interfering possibly with the metoprolol or the hydrocortisone?
Well, here's what we tell people to do while they're transitioning off their medication, is we tell them not to take it at the same time. But no, God created your body to need all those nutrients. And you only got the problems, the situations that you're in because you ran out of those nutrients. So you're battling to fill up your nutrient tank in a great way and you sought great advice from Dr. Glidden, and I wouldn't deviate from his protocol at all right now. And so it's going to be important for you just to stand your ground. I have two doctors that I deal with that help me out in a great way. They're specialists in nutrition. And I'm going to go with what they had to say, and this is my conviction right now, and you stick with it. There are some times where you go up and down. Like say somebody had an infection or something, and you just needed to take antibiotics, and then we would say, go ahead and do that. I mean, there's times for the MDs to do their magic, and they're awesome at infectious disease and they're awesome at trauma, right? So, but again, you need to just stay with your conviction and just rock on. And we're here to support you. If you're not on the Wellness Warriors with the Z on Facebook, you should be. That's my group out there that helps people dial in their needs and gives them the support that they need. I mean, we have the corporate page, we have that, we have a bunch of longevity websites, but I started the Wellness Warriors about a year ago. We're almost 900 strong, and you're more than welcome to
look into that then.
I'm going to do that, okay? So you just need to stay convicted, stay motivated, keep on the program, and live for that day where you can walk into that doctor's office and say, hey, man, I can't see you anymore.
All right.
All right?
Hey, thanks, Commander.
Oh, you're welcome. Hope to talk to you soon. I think Margaret's there from Canada. Is she still out there? get Margaret from Canada. Hi, Margaret. Are you out there? Okay. All right, let's go to Peter in California. You're live with the commander. How can I help you, buddy?
Did you say Peter in California?
Yeah, I did.
All right, that's interesting because that's my English name. I have a friend. Her name is Lucy, and she has many health issues. She has high cholesterol, high triglycerides.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, high triglycerides and diabetes, high blood pressure. She has trembling hands. She has a thyroid problem, and it's believed to be a hypothyroid problem because she's getting fat.
She's hypothyroid because she's gaining weight, right?
Yeah, she's getting weight.
And how did you meet this person? Is this a great friend of yours?
I met her. She was a customer of my friend John, and he's moving to Montana. So she lives in California, which is where I live. And he wanted me to help her because she needs a lot of nutritional attention.
Sure.
And so, he introduced me to his customer, and he gave me his customer, and that's how I met her.
Wow. How clever is that? Do you know how much she weighs and if she has any allergies?
I do not know if she has any allergies, and I would gauge her to weigh about 130 to 150.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to have you do, only because I don't know certain things about her. It's hard for me to address that right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I could address all those problems, but I could probably dial it in a lot easier. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to email me at wellnesswarriors@gmail.com and have her email me and tell me about all her conditions, her allergies, how much she weighs, how tall she is, and if she has any allergies. And I will help dial in a protocol for her, okay? And you can, CC yourself in there so that you guys are on the same page. That's always a cool thing to do.
All right, and so you want her allergies, her weight?
Her height? Yeah. But in the meantime, though, get her over to Dr. Glidden's website, fireyourmdnow.com, and get her enrolled so she can get the good food, bad food list and learn why she needs to be on that. Also, too, my blog, www.maximus, MAXIMUS, ANDTHE, commander, right? .blogspot.com, and look at hypothyroidism 101, okay, and have her look at that so that you can dial in her nutrition just that much better. That's something that I wrote, and Dr. Glidden and he gave final approval on, so we're good. We're good. All right,
can you repeat that up?
The blogspot, Maximus?
Yes.
MAXIMUS, Maximus, and the commander. Yes.
Maximus Commander.
Maximus and the commander. Oh. .blogspot.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, who do we got next? Hey, Andrea, you're kicking it live with the commander. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. I have a friend, and she's been having trouble with her shoulder, and she said it's something called frozen shoulder, which also adhesive capsulitis.
What is it?
Adhesive capsulitis.
Wow, figure out another big word for that one, huh?
I know, it's like inflammation is something, huh?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Now, does she have any other health conditions at all?
No. She's
nothing at all.
pretty healthy.
Was it from an injury, maybe?
I can't remember what she took, how it happened. Oh, well, you know, it happened after she got under really a lot of stress. She had all this, she was taking care of her husband and her mother, and she just got overloaded, and I can't remember if she tweaked it or something, but she definitely was under a lot of stress when it appeared.
Oh, my goodness. So let's get her stress level down.
Okay.
Do you know how tall she is and how much she weighs?
Well, she's tiny and probably weighs about 100 pounds, and so I can figure it out from there.
All right, let's get her on the good food, bad food list right away.
Okay.
Okay, and you know where to get that from, right? Because I hope that you're on it, right?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Yeah. So share that with her, okay?
Okay.
If there was no injury involved, it's pretty important that she just gets on that nutrition protocol as soon as possible.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if she has any other symptoms, but we can start helping and supporting her joints with a healthy bone and joint pack.
Okay.
Healthy bone and joint pack, and you know it's comprised in there, correct? I think you do. So 2 scoops of tangy tangerine during the day, and about 40 ounces of water, and 8 Buca gel.
Okay.
1 ounce of OsteoFX Plus. You can take a tablespoon at breakfast and a tablespoon at night before she goes to bed. If she wants more power to her. But we're going to go to a break. Will you come and join us back when we come back, Andrea?
Okay.
Stay with me through the break. You're on Fire Your MD now.
Hey, man, I love that sound. That's my favorite. One of my favorite shows when I grew up. Hey, we're back on Fire Your MD now. You're kicking it with the commander. We got the glitches out. We should be hearing us much better. Hats off to Aaron and Ty in the booth, man. They're just awesome guys. Hey, we're talking to Andrea in California about her friend that has a frozen shoulder, and she's been stressed out. Andrea, you're still there?
I'm still here.
No, that's good. I can hear you really good. Or really gooder. Should I say really gooder? Amen. So anyway, we were talking about your friend and the shoulder, and pretty much it's a lot of stress. She's been taking care of a lot of people. So Dr. Wallach, again, a lot of research, Dr. Glidden, myself, and there's many of the longevity family out there, I'll tell you, keep your nutrient tank full with your 90 for life. We get about half the nutrients we need from our foods. Our foods are anemic. And the government even wrote articles about that on Senate documents on how our foods are becoming anemic, which is, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you.
I know.
That was back in the 30s.
Yeah. That's not what's poisoning us, too,
Right. It's like culling the herd in a way, I think of it. But anyway, again, get your friend on the good food, bad food list. Get her to eat organic if possible. Stay away from all the processed foods because her body's just sucking up the nutrients from the stress and all that. So after the healthy bone and joint pack, I would add 2 more things. I would add a bottle of Ultimate Classic. Okay. And in the morning, I would tell her to take an ounce of that and then sip the Beyond Tangy Tangerine during the day.
Okay.
What I would also tell her to do is to get some de-stress from Super Life.
Okay.
And start out with 1 for breakfast and 1 with lunch, and go from there. It's so important. That extra B is going to help her out a lot. Again, as the body kept getting stressed, the tank gets empty, and then what happened? All you have to do is tell her something broke. Something broke, and it was your shoulder. That's a signal that you were under stress. You didn't know it because your medical doctor was going to try to treat you with some anti-inflammatory drug that was going to help that. You could also tell her to take a cup full of Epsom salts and put it in the tub at night before she goes to bed and soak in there for 20 minutes or so and help loosen things up as well. So all those things. Give me a call next Thursday. Let me know how it's going. Get her on Team Glidden and have her join the Wellness Warriors. You can do that on Facebook. Wellness Warriors with a Z. And if you're not, Andrea, you should be. Because you seem like you're a driving force, and then you're going to tell her when she recovers her health, how she can tell other people and get paid, because we want this grassroots movement to keep exploding.
Yes.
And longevity is breaking all kinds of records. More people want to gain control of their oral health, because who wants to wait 8 months to go see their doctor, have a 10-minute visit, and get another pill, get a blood test or an X-ray, and then wait another 8 months.
Yeah, she an MRI. She told me she has, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 friends that have the exact same thing. So I don't know what that's about, but
all right.
We'll get on
Fix her.
it. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. You call me next Thursday and let me know how she's doing, please. Tell her to do the soaps now and get on the nutrition protocol right away.
I will. Thank you again.
All right, Andrea. Take good care. Hey, I just wanted to introduce somebody. He's been sitting here with me. We had some glitches in the beginning, but he's one of my top warriors, Jarmel Barnett. Jarmel, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Mark. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad for you to see me too and hear me. Jarmel and I have been in the allopathic world for a great long time. Me as a nurse for about 26 years. I worked in the OR before that. I was a combat medic. And Jarmel, in the medical world, when somebody has an issue, we have an acronym that we use. It's called ABC, airway, breathing, and circulation. And Jarmel was a big proponent of the AB component, the airway and breathing component. He was a respiratory therapist. So, yes. Jarmel, over all the years that you've been doing this, before longevity, what were your feelings towards what you were seeing?
When you really first get into healthcare, you are in it to help people get healthy. Right? That's what you really want to do. You want to help people. And all through my years in being in healthcare, that's really what I thought I was doing, helping people. And you do help people get over the acute issues that they have. Right? However, long term, you realize that you weren't helping people. You got to see the same asthmatics, emphysema patients month after month, year after year.
All right, Jarmel, we're going to go to a break, but when you come back, we're going to talk more about that. So remember, if you need to call in, it's 1-866-582-9933 on Fire Your MD Now. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, we're back on Fire MD Now. You're kicking it with the commander on Thursday. And I brought my sidekick, Jarmel Barnett, and we were talking about Jarmel's career in the healthcare field and how, even when I became a nurse, that it was just amazing. We wanted to help people, and now we've seen that inability to help them in the way that we feel is necessary. And, Jarmel's been with me for about the last 4 years now, and he brings another dimension to the warriors, with his the way he follows his nutrition. He's total raw vegetarian, and he does that really well. And he's just a great asset to the team. But we've been holding for Margaret in Canada for a while. Jarmel, you feel like hanging on?
Yes, I'll hold on.
All right, Margaret. Hi, Margaret.
Hey, I'm calling.
You're live with the commander. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm calling for a female, 20 years old. She weighs 123 pounds and 5 feet 2 feet high, 5 feet 2 inches tall. She is diagnosed with something called morphea, MORPHEA. What do you suggest from the longevity for her?
Well, that's one I haven't heard of, but we're going to dig it up real quick, as I'm sure there's another name for it, like you were listening to the lady from California talk about the frozen shoulder and how many words they could come up with that.
She has a black patch on the hand, and it looks kind of a funny coloring and dry.
Yes. Oh, yes. I see it. Okay. All right. All right, so it's typically on her abdomen, chest, or back, but it can do your face, arm, and legs. It tends to affect only the outermost layers of your skin, right? The dermis and fatty tissue just beneath the dermis, which is right below your skin. So when anything like that happens, of course, we need to go to Dr. Glidden's Good Food, Bad Food list, okay? Anytime it's with the skin, we want to give selenium, number one. And I would start. You said she weighs 120 pounds, correct?
123 pounds.
123 pounds, and she's 5'2". So that's not bad. That's about dialed in pretty well.
Right.
So let's get her on the good food, bad food list, okay?
Okay.
And then I want you to get her on a healthy bone and joint pack, because we want her to put her on a good source of collagen, which is in that glucogel, and I want you to give her 2 scoops of Biontini every day in about 50 ounces of water, and let her sip it throughout the day. And she should probably get some more minerals, or she could get a bottle of Ultimate Classic, because she's been deficient for a while. I would get a bottle of Ultimate Classic, and give her 1 ounce of that at breakfast, and then have her sip the Biontini tangerine through the day. And then for lunchtime, I would give her 1 tablespoon of the OsteoFX, and 1 tablespoon at nighttime, and then at least 3 EFA plus, 1 with each meal. And then have her take 6 selenium between breakfast and lunch, and 6 between lunch and dinner as well. So that would be a great start for her. If you wanted to add the Ultimate Youth HGH, which is good. If she was also having an issue with the discoloration, a lot of times we think of vitiligo, that would help dial that out. And you could give her 6 HGH at night before she goes to bed. And by all means, get her to join the Wellness Warriors, okay? Have her take some pictures. And she doesn't have to show it to anybody. She can personally message me on the Warriors. And so we can help keep track of her, Margaret, and that's going to be important. If she wants to get plant-derived minerals, you can always put that in a spray bottle after your shower and spray that on your skin and get that in as well. That's an awesome thing to do.
What do you put in the bottle?
Just plant-derived minerals. With some just straight up, or with some distilled water, mix them up half and half. Just spray it on after your shower and let your body dry. Let those minerals get in there. And
that's
again,
on the Ultimate Classic?
No, that would be an additional bottle if she would desire that.
Oh, what is that called?
The Classic she's going to drink.
Okay. Well, what is the minerals called?
Plant-derived minerals.
Oh, okay.
Yes, extra minerals. You can never go wrong, right? Because we know that through the Clemson University study that we could have BTT and Ultimate Classic run through our veins and we wouldn't get any bad effects, only benefits. A reminder that her body's going to change its cells when she does good things for it in about 6 months. So that's why we say 90 days. Very important. How's that, Margaret?
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and keep in touch.
Yes.
And next, I think we're going to Wisconsin next. Richard in Wisconsin, you're live with the commander.
Hi.
How are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm good.
My name is Richard, and actually my wife Shirley is right here. We had recently been introduced to the products, and my wife had spinal stenosis and tons of pain. And, excuse me. She had a procedure called X-Stop, where they inserted titanium things in the bottom spaces. And it's kind of helped a little bit, but she's still in a lot of pain about 3 years ago, and went back. We had an MRI. Surgeon said, well, not much we can do. If we have surgery, it'll probably be worse. If you can live with the pain. Anyway, the pain sometimes can be excruciating, and we can't walk much. So anyway, we got on the product.
Okay.
She is on, here, why don't you tell me?
So I'm taking the healthy joint and bone
joint pack.
And some selenium, and I think somebody gave us, what was that other one called? The immune. It's a liquid it's an immune.
So the fucoid Z radical.
Z-radical, yeah, Z-radical.
Oh, amazing stuff. You think so, Jarmel?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
Great
I'm
for
not.
your
Well, I
cells.
weigh almost 200 pounds, so I'm taking, twice a day the tangy tangerine and the osteo, and but I'm not really sure, how I should be taking it. Should I be taking with meals? Should I take it between meals? Because we're real new to this, so I guess
no problem. That's why you're here.
The best
Let's
way.
dial you in. So you said you weighed about 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So you should be on about 2 healthy bone and joint packs.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to take 4 scoops of Beyond Tangy Tangerine through the day and at least 48 ounces to 60 ounces of water. You want to take, a lot of water. A lot of water. You should be drinking because 25% of our bones are water.
Yes.
Yeah, so get the best water possible.
Okay.
Distilled water is really good. If you want to put your BTT in there, that'd be great. That way you'll add distilled water and you can put your BTT in there.
What's BTT?
Beyond Tangy Tangerine. That wonderful. That stuff. I'm
I
sorry.
thought you were new.
Okay, no problem. We're here for you.
All right, great.
So anyway, yes, Beyond Tangy Tangerine, 4 scoops in about 60 ounces of water throughout the day. You should be drinking almost 100 ounces of water every day. Don't make up for it late at night because you'll be busy and you won't sleep.
Okay.
So again, at least 2 ounces of OsteoFX Plus, and I would take 1 tablespoon at breakfast and lunch and dinner, and then 1 at nighttime.
Okay.
Now to help that absorb a little bit, you can take the OsteoFX Plus with a little bit of orange juice, some good orange juice. You can squeeze it yourself, Any kind of citric acid will help it absorb. You want to take that'll be 4 tablespoons total a day, which would be 2 ounces.
Okay.
So with every meal then, you want to be on at least, you'll get 2 bottles of 240 of the glucogel, and that supports and promotes healthy joints with the collagen and the glucosamine to help you restore those things, and build good bone matrix, so that we can hopefully support and promote the body's ability to heal itself and eliminate that stenosis and get things going for you. So you want to take 5 for breakfast, 6 for lunch, 5 for dinner. Of that, you want to take 2 EFA Plus at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Use the CM cream on your back where it hurts, okay? Mm-hmm. Can you sit in the bathtub? Is that too painful?
I tend to be a shower gal.
Okay, let the hot water hit your back a couple times a day for 10 or 15 minutes if you need to. That will help. As this dials in and heals up, then it'll be better for you to get in the tub, and then we can have you get some salt soaks would help out a lot. So you got some Z radical there.
Yeah.
You can take as much of that as you want, because yes, it will support and promote healthy stem cells that will also reduce inflammation in the spots where it doesn't need to be. Your doctor is bailing out on you right now. Do not get another surgery. The selenium is also key. You should be taking 6 between breakfast and lunch, and 6 between lunch and dinner. And you need to stay on this. One of the things that I've noticed from different practitioners besides Dr. Wallach, Dr. Glidden, I've read Dr. Weston Price, Joanna Budwick, all those people, you got to be all in. Mm-hmm. You have got to be all in at what you're doing, okay? And you got to stick with it. You can't deviate from the nutrition protocol at all, because that will slow down your absorption of the nutrients, and that will give you a lot of, that will set you back. Once you get that going, it's just an amazing feeling. And I can tell you, and Jarmel too, when I went gluten-free and my blood pressure got normal, it was just, in 3 days, it was just an amazing thing. My body was fighting to keep my blood pressure from going up, because it was actually coming down, and I was actually a little dizzy for a while for what I was dealing with. So every time I changed positions, I would just have to go slow. Shirley, I'd have to go slow.
Oh.
So it was.
I heard you mention the bad food list, and we don't have that. Where would we get that?
All right, that's easy to do. You go to fireyourmdnow.com. right, Jarmel?
Yes.
What do you register for? Dr. Glidden's free. His free emails.
Yes.
Yeah, free news updates. And you'll get the good food, bad food list. If you can't find that, go to Wellness Warriors with a Z on Facebook and join. That's our group. And Dr. Glidden's there, of course. And we can help you out in a great way. So that's the way you should be taking it. Stay with it. Do not deviate from it. If you have a little bit of issues with the BTT, work up to 4 scoops a day. Start out with 2, then 3 days, add a scoop, and then add another scoop. But make sure you get enough water. Okay, that is so very key.
All right. How long do you think it would take for me to see some results?
How long have you had this issue?
Probably about 4 years.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's like a pilot taking off on an aircraft. When he's on the runway, it's it's like different times that the airplane takes off the runway. So hang in there. Stick it out for 90 days. Give me a call back in a week, or let me know on the Warriors how you're feeling. So when we come back from the break, we're going to talk to Melissa from Indiana. You're on Fire Your MD Now live. Back on Fire Your MD Now. You're kicking it with the Commander. On Thursday, we're kicking it with Jarmel as well. Thanks for sitting in with us, Jarmel.
Oh, my pleasure, Mark.
Hey, we got to go to Indiana, and we got to talk to Melissa. Suppose she has some thyroid and gland issues. Melissa, you're live with the Commander and Jarmel.
Hi. I have a lot of issues, actually.
Okay.
I went into menopause when I was 35. I'm 43. And they told me that my levels were post-menopausal. Well, then 2 years ago, I got Graves' disease.
Yes.
And so, like right now, they tested my pituitary gland last year too and said it wasn't working at all. So,
your pituitary gland's not working at all. It's got to be working. So don't listen to it.
Well, I just went to test. I didn't understand it because it's like, well, I don't understand how all this stuff works, but nobody really ever explained any of it. But it's just like my hormones are so out of whack right now. I don't know what to do. I'm just lost.
Yes. Well, your MD's going to give you a pill for this and a pill for that, and then another one for the side effects of the other ones, right, Mom?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so let's look at what's going on. You said you were 43 right now?
Yeah.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
And how much do you weigh?
155.
155. How did you hear about us?
I read the book, The Emperor. I can't remember the name.
Emperor MD wears no clothes. Yes, indeed.
It's a new classic. I read that.
I love that
book. That's good. Dr. Glidden asked me. He said, I actually gave him the title Against the Grain and Where's the Fire, so, for his chapter. So, we're glad that you called in, and we just want to help you out in a great way. So you haven't been on any supplements from Youngevity at all at this point?
I just bought the Start Pack, and I just started using it and doing the diet like 3 days ago.
Yeah, how's it going?
I'm still, like I said, I'm really emotional and stuff, but I know it's because my hormones are out of whack. I mean, and I know that I've listened to a radio show before, and I believe he said that if you've ever had anything removed, like I've had 2 tubal pregnancies and a miscarriage, and so I only have like partial stuff. But he said something that would be good to take. I can't remember what it was though.
Yeah, your liver tries to help that out. Did they take your ovaries?
Just one.
Just one? Well, that's good. That's good. At least you have one left. And that's great. Body in its infinite wisdom will try to adjust itself. And that's a lot of times, Jarmel and I have seen people with multiple health problems. And the onion just keeps peeling away. And even though we give them the 90 for life, something else might surface as one thing goes away. So it's, again, we're really great that you called us. So you're taking about 2 scoops of Tangy every day, and how much water?
That's all I drink is water, so I'd say probably, quite a bit. I drink a lot of water, actually.
Okay, so you're mixing your Beyond Tangy Tangerine in that water then?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you said you weighed again how much?
155. I'm overweight. I just.
Okay, we're going to work that out. So you need the good food, bad food list, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You need the good food, bad food list. Do you have a copy of that?
Mm-mm.
Where do we go to get that, Jermo?
We go to Fire Your MD now. And you join Dr. Glidden's.
Yeah, you join his group for his updates, and he sends you the good food, bad food list. If not, Melissa, go to Wellness Warriors with the Z on Facebook. Join our group. Join my group, and I will get that to you, and that way I can help keep track of you as well on how you're doing. So when you're on that, you need to get rid of wheat, rye, barley, and oats right away. No pop, no fried foods. No lunch meat. Just when you're shopping in the store, just stay to the outside of the store. Okay. Melissa, I'm going to ask that you contact me at wellnesswarriors@gmail.com because we don't have enough time today to finish it. And I'd love to follow you, and I will give you a protocol. If you send me the details again at wellnesswarriors@gmail.com, we'll dial you in. And Jarmel, it's been a real great time. Thanks for your help today and all your support. Everybody out there, remember, it's what you don't know is what you don't know. Stay with us on Fire MD now, and you'll get in the know. Join Dr. Glidden's program, and we will dial you in, and you will be healthier than you ever thought you could be. And this is Commander, and I will see you next week, same time.